All my life I had to fight. I grew to a point of devastation within my soul. I was tired of being sick and tired of losing, getting hurt over and over again, and feeling alone. At a young age, I had to learn to fend for myself. In my moments of confusion, I had no one to lean on. My father, he was missing in action. He wasn't there to save his baby girl. I had no one to lean on, not even my mother. Her mental illness, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder ruined the relationship that any mother and daughter should have. This horrible disease caused us to be homeless many times, moving from place to place, hungry often, and I felt insignificant to the one who should have loved me the most. Mama, Mama, Mama! I would call for her, but my calls would fall upon deaf ears. That day, I had a fight at school with my friend, and I needed her to talk to me and tell me that everything was going to be okay. I needed her to console me, to hold me and tell me that everything was going to be all right. Give me advice, at least, to fix it. But she was there. I could touch her. She was physically in my presence, but emotionally she was disconnected. This horrible disease, it stole my childhood. It stole what I desired, what I wanted in a mother. I made a decision that day that I would do everything possible to overcome my obstacles. I had to figure it out on my own. I made a decision to overcome the awkwardness and connect with my peers because they were the one that gave me a source of life, despite the loneliness that I felt at home. Our estranged relationship often caused me to feel unloved, unwanted, and deserted. But now, in my teen years, I was finding love in all the wrong places. I searched and yearned to be loved. And at the sweet age of 16, I met a guy, and he would whisper sweet nothings in my ear, and I'd giggle. But soon I would encounter another level of deranged. He hit me. And as I was standing there, looking at myself in the mirror, with broken blood vessels in my eye, shades of black, blue, and purple began to appear. And my eye was swollen shut. I made a decision that day that I would never let another man beat me again. I made a decision that day that I was worthy to be loved, desired, and cared for. I didn't want a life that was filled with more misery. And that day was the last day that he beat me because I ended that relationship for good. A plethora of traumatizing experiences is sure to taint one's soul. Now, as an adult, I thought I had a handle on masking and managing this anger that was built up inside of me. Frustration, anger, resentment. And I built a 10-foot wall around my heart. I couldn't take it. I was married now with my own children. And I just couldn't stand the heat that sometimes marriage would bring. I couldn't stand another argument, feeling like I was an insignificant, unfit wife. Like my mother, I wanted to run. I wanted to leave that pain, that memory that was left in my mind. I packed up everything with my 2 children and 1 on the way. Divorce was going through my mind. But when I looked at my husband's face, with tears rolling down his eyes, I knew that I was making a mistake, and I could feel his unconditional love for me, his genuine love for me. And I stayed. I fought hard to get that wall that was around my heart to come down, and we just celebrated 19 years of marriage. These life experiences that I've gone through have impacted my life in a major way. Please believe me. But I now know who I am and what my purpose is. And I stand before you right now strong, beautiful, and confident. I am made over from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. Now, we all will experience life blows. What will you do when life comes for you? Will you fight? Will you grab a hold of hope, put it into action, and allow it to fight for you, for your knockout victory? I'm glad I did. And I am standing here strong, and I am still standing, and I am fighting forward.